Hello everybody, this is John, just a local guitarist, and on this video I'm gonna show you some backup stuff that I take with me always when I have a gig on my guitar bag. It doesn't have to be a bag like this, it can be a backpack or whatever. This bag is not my main stuff, it's my backup stuff, and let's see what's inside. I'm gonna show you. Here we go. Number one, extra strings, very self-explanatory, depending on the gauge. I use two gauges depending on the guitar, so I always have separate packs of strings. So moving forward, next is an extra guitar strap, and here's a tip for you: always put your backup guitar strap on a backup bag like this one, and don't put two of them on the same guitar case, because it's very likely that one day you're gonna pick another guitar to do a gig, and then you realize when you get to the venue that, oh, I forgot to put a strap on this particular guitar case. So don't put two guitar straps on the same guitar case or on your main bag. Always have one separate one on your backup stuff. The next thing that is on my guitar backup bag is another self-explanatory thing. It's guitar cables. But what I want to tell you is about patch cables between pedals. So if you have a pedal board and you have many pedals connected to each other, one of them might go faulty during a gig. So have a spare of as many cables you have on your pedal board. If you use 3 cables, have 3 extra. If you have 5 patch cables, have 5 extra, because you don't want to troubleshoot which cable of your pedal board is faulty. You want to remove all the patch cables at once and replace them with new ones, so you can worry later about troubleshooting and finding which of the patch cables needs fixing or needs to be replaced. Another thing that I have in my emergency bag is, of course, some 9-volt batteries in case my power supply gets faulty, and I usually use it for active guitar pickups in case my battery that I have on the guitar runs out, so I need to replace it with another one. Because, to be honest, if my pedal board power supply goes faulty, I have an extra one. It's a cheap one, it's not like an isolating one, but it does the job, and it's quiet, it's not so noisy. It's just one cable that has, many power supplies on the same cable. It does the job. So let's see what's next. Next I have some tools like screwdrivers, Allen keys. There's also some of these which is like a multi-tool thing for many applications. So if you have a guitar that needs some adjustment, maybe the neck pickup sounded okay at home, but at the gig you find out that it needs a little bit adjusting because it sounds lower than the bridge pickup, etc., etc. You can use some tools like this to quickly adjust your guitar or your string height or whatever. You're not going to set up the guitar during the gig, of course, but for minor adjustments, some tools might come in handy. Another thing that I always carry with me is a backup pedal, like this one. Of course, I'm not suggesting that you carry a separate backup pedal for all your pedal board, just a main one. I mean, I won't die if my chorus pedal stops working or my wah-wah pedal stops working, but if my main pedal, which is my overdrive pedal, which is this one, stops working, then yes, I won't be able to finish the gig, so I need a backup. These pedals are the same, actually, so I have an extra in case something happens to my main one. And it depends on your main pedal. You might not need a main pedal because you play a different style of music, or your main pedal that you need a backup for might be a reverb or a delay or whatever. I always have a small tube screamer type pedal in case my tube screamer stops working during a gig. So yeah, let's go on. Another thing that might go wrong during a gig, of course, is that the amplifier might stop working because of a faulty tube. So in that case, I always carry, however these things are called, lunch box amplifiers or mini amplifiers or whatever. I can connect this one to my cabinet. This one is a clean sounding amplifier, so I use it as a platform for my pedals. This thing has happened to me as well a couple of times. My tube amp stopped working because a tube died, and thankfully I had this fella over here to save the day. Of course, it's not gonna sound fantastic, but it's actually pretty good sounding for what it is. Or even better, you can use something like this, like a digital unit, a modeler. If something happens to your amplifier, then you plug this thing to your to the main mixer or to the cabinet or to the monitor or whatever, and you can finish the gig just fine. I don't use it as a backup. This one is what I use it as my main sound sometimes, because at some gigs I can't carry amplifiers anymore because the locations are not convenient for me to carry amplifiers and cabinets, so I take a thing like this with me. But it's also a good option for a backup if something goes wrong, regardless if I'm playing an amplifier or a digital pedal board. I always carry this thing with me in case something happens, so I can finish the gig without problems. Last but not least, I have a couple of more exotic power supplies. Like for the digital modeler I just showed you, it uses one of these power supplies, which are also sold separately. You can buy this separately. So I have another one, because if I step accidentally on one of these and cut the cable or whatever, then I won't be able to find a replacement power supply during the gig. I need a separate one. And same thing goes for any pedal that has a strange power supply, like a 15-volt one or whatever. You know, I have a power supply that has adjustable volt output. So yeah, in case something happens to the power supply, to one of your power supplies, always make sure to have a spare. So yeah, this is the video about my backup stuff, my guitar med kit. I hope you find this video useful, and I hope it will help you avoid unfortunate circumstances. I don't want to sound like a prophet of doom or a Cassandra, but unfortunately, the more you gig, the more likely, statistically speaking, is that things will actually happen. So maybe be prepared for that. If you don't gig a lot, of course, don't worry that much. Don't go crazy. You don't need all this stuff if you don't gig very, very regularly. But if you do, like, 100 or 200 gigs a year, then it's almost certain that one of the things I mentioned will fail. It's not just in theory. These things have happened to me in real life during a gig. Like my main overdrive pedal, the toggle switch was damaged and I couldn't use the pedal, but I had another one with me and it saved the day. Or I forgot my guitar strap on my guitar case when I picked up another guitar to go to a gig, and then I realized that I don't have a strap. Or a couple of times a tube in my amplifier died. So yeah, hopefully you will find this video useful. Thank you very much for watching. See you later. Bye.